Hey there everyone, welcome back. So in the previous video we have seen that how we can create a to-do store. So basically we will be storing all the to-dos and all the state of our application in the to-do store. So we are done with this part. Now let's go ahead and implement the query concept. So we are at this point. So what the query is, as I have explained you in the previous video, that we need some data from the store. So query is used to fetch that data from the store. So if we go to the official documentation, it says that a query is a class offering functionality responsible for querying the store. Now the query is exactly same like how you query a data from a database, like select something from table this. So this is exactly the same query, but there we select the data from the database, but here we are selecting the data from the to-do store. So query is nothing but simple a class which extends a query class from Akita module. So just go ahead and create a new file known as query.ts. So it will be export class to do query extends query, and that query will be imported from Akita module. Now the query is a generic class. Now the generic is basically the state which is stored in the to-do store. So our state is nothing but to-do state. So let's call the constructor, and in the super class we have to pass the instance of a to-do store. So let's inject the to-do store in the query class. Private to-do store of type to-do store. So we can pass this to-do store in superclass constructor. Now the problem which I have seen in lots of beginner is that they are very confused in this statement. This is nothing but a dependency injection, that we are injecting an object of a to-do store in this to-do query. Now this to-do store and this to-do store are different thing. Here this to-do store represents a token. Now if you are very new to Angular, this might be little bit confusing for you, but if you will request, I can make a separate video explaining the concept of services and dependency injection in Angular. There I can explain this in detail, that how this dependency injection works. But as of now, this to-do store and this to-do store are not the same thing. Basically this to-do store is a token which is commonly represented in a Angular community. It is a token. So let's go ahead and create some functions. So first thing is we are gonna fetch the to-dos from the store. So let's create a function known as get to-dos. This dot select state. Now the select function takes a function in which the first argument will be state of our application, and the second argument is the part which we are going to select from that state, that is state dot to dos. Now the select function returns an observable of type this, which we are going to return in that select function. So that observable will emit the values whenever the data inside the store will be changed or modified. So here we can add a return type of type observable of type to do array. Let's add the import and let's return this. So we are completed with get to do's function. Now we need two more things, that whether the store is in the loading condition and whether the to-dos are loaded or not. So let's create two more functions, that is get loaded it will be observable of type boolean. Return this dot select state dot is loaded. And same thing we are going to do for loading function, but you can notice that we haven't maintained a separate variable for loading condition. So by default the Akita provides a variable for loading. We can set that variable inside a service whenever we are fetching the data from the API. So how it works is that you can select that variable. So let's create a function get loading. The return type will be observable of type boolean, and it will return this dot select loading. So this select loading is also going to return an observable which will be of type boolean. So that's all what we need in the query class. Now in the next video, sorry, we have to return this. Now in the next video we are going to work on the service, that how we are going to call those APIs which we have made in API service.ts. We are going to see how we can add the to-dos, delete the to-dos, update the to-dos, and get all the to-dos. So let's see you in the next video. Thanks.